it was very important for us to have this conversation and this call just to answer questions that you might have for us or anything that you might want to go over. And I wanted to say hi. And if it's okay with you, we're going to record the call just so we can answer some questions that we might forget or run out of time or whatever it is. So this is everybody. This is Kelly Page, owner of Yoga Lily Studio in Bridgeport. Have a beautiful facility. They have another one in Shelton. And yeah, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. I'm from Bridgeport. I grew up in Bridgeport, cool. So that's awesome. Yeah, yes. I'm in Bethany now, but I grew up in Bridgeport, so I went to Notre Dame there in Fairfield. So just really quick, so I've been coaching for 8 years. Bob is my upline. I was a full-time social worker in a children's court when I started. My kids were pretty young, 4 and 8. So I built this business really in pockets of time and at night when they went to bed. And it just snowballed. I just fell in love with it, and it just grew and grew, and I found amazing people. I'll be honest, I didn't find Monica. I found Monica's upline. So that's just the power in the business, is I never would have known Monica. I found her coach, who then, invited someone who invited Monica. I mean, that's just the power in this, and why the organization has gotten so big, and there's so many levels to it. And then I put a plan in place and retired from the court system in 2016. And I do this full time. So thanks. It's great to meet you. I'm excited for you to talk to Bob. He just knows the back end of the business so well, and does such a great job talking to wellness centers and gyms, and has helped them be successful. So that's why we wanted him to be here.
Cool. Thank you.
Hi, Kelly, and I'm Bob.
Hi.
I've been Beachbody coach now for a little over 10 years. Before Beachbody, I was an attorney for 20 years. And this is a way better lifestyle than that.
Yeah.
And I'm now also full-time, and over the last 10 years have built up an organization that's about 30,000 or more strong of coaches across the country, and actually now across the world, because we're in Canada and the UK now, and next month going into France. So that's exciting. And I do have a lot of personal trainers, yoga instructors, gym owners, health club owners, yoga studio owners, martial arts studio owners on the team as well. So hopefully we'll be able to answer any questions you have, and help you to hopefully make the decision to join us, and then help you to succeed. And one of the things that I hope you take away from today's conversation is that this really is a team effort, and we all work together. So if you are to join our team, you'll be joining all of us, and you get all of us as your business partners, and we're all in this together to help everybody reach and help as many people as we can, and to create as much success as we can. So glad to be here with you. Monica has kind of brought us up to speed a little bit about what you guys have talked about so far, and kind of where you're at. So I guess probably we'll just hand it over to you with whatever questions you have. What are your thoughts about how you think this might work with what you're doing? What was exciting to you about it? And sort of where your thoughts are, so that we can help with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of questions. It seems pretty straightforward. I read a bit about it. So I don't really have too many questions. I might have more questions once both of my studios reopen, just integrating some of the products, like Monica had told me about the BOD room, so once I reopen, I'll probably have more like techie questions, and then I might have more questions just about ordering product and things like that to put on the shelves. But for right now, because we're not open, because we can't be open, hold on one second. Hey guys, can you go upstairs to do the homework, because I need this room right now. I love you. Thanks for doing your homework. Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Well, all of us have kids. And
Yeah.
we're all in the same boat, so we understand.
Right. So we already tried to get our workout in earlier today, but it clearly was not enough to flip the energy in the house. So I don't have a lot of, I don't have really many questions right now. I kind of understand how it works, you know. So, you know, I don't really think on that regard. I just cannot handle doing, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 live sessions a week, which is why I ended up reaching out to Monica because we are closed right now. And I've always used Beachbody products. Like my mom uses them too, you know, my friends and stuff. But I just went the other route with studio ownership and, you know, just went a different direction. But I actually use it at home because I can't, even though I have 2 studios, I actually don't always have time to go to my studios to work out, which is really stupid, but that's my life because you do a lot of back office stuff. And so I rely on Beachbody a lot, and I have for about a decade or so since I had my youngest. And so it just felt like a natural, you know, thinking about, you know, you go back to your business plan right now and you're like, well, what am I going to do? And health wise, I can't deal with broadcasting. Plus, I also have another business that is essential right now. So I have the 2 studios plus a construction business. So I'm working, you know what I mean? So I'm working with that and then trying to do some back office stuff with the studio. And it's just too much on my body to be doing all of this prepping and planning with the kids home and just the stress of everything. So I thought about that. And then I was thinking about financially, just where we're going, especially in this area right now. I don't really know what's going to happen. And I don't think it's wise or nice or fair to ask my students to buy a, you know, a 1-hour grainy Zoom video of us trying to throw together some sort of yoga workout when it's like, why reinvent the wheel? Long story short, I'm a businesswoman. So why reinvent the wheel when someone else is already doing it? They've been doing it for a long time. The product is, you know, high end, and it's not this grainy video where the audio's in and out and internet and all this stuff. And so it just kind of felt like the right time to say, okay, you know, let me do this. And I do know a lot of people, I told Monica this, so I know a lot of people that do sell this online, but I chose Monica because I love her energy. And I was like, she's just so positive that I thought, well, I know I'll have a coach then. So I wanted to go with Monica because I said, well, if there's someone I have to talk to like a couple times a week, I want to talk to Monica because she's so positive and uplifting. And I love all her posts and her stories. And we met only one time in person. We've been following each other online for like a year now. And anyway, so she's a good asset for your team. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much where my head is at. And I'm going to offer it up to my instructors as a way for them to, you know, be involved. And a lot of them are experiencing a high loss of income because a lot of them piece together yoga jobs or they're out of work in both directions, you know, whether they had a 9 to 5 and then now this. And so I think I have a pretty good handle, you know, on all of that. But if I seem to have not connected any dots in my spiel, you could fill me in if you think I got some sort of processing piece of that wrong. You could be like, no, Kel, actually, it's like this. And you could just tell me how it is.
Well, actually, I think you got it all 100% correct. And I think the only thing I would do is kind of highlight some of the things that you said. You know, and even when we go back to normal and your studios are open and stuff, just like you said, you don't have time all the time to make it to the studio. A lot of times your customers don't either.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
So for a lot of times when I work with studio owners or gym owners, sometimes their first reaction is, oh my God, does that mean my people won't come to the gym anymore? And actually it's, no, they're still going to come to your classes. It's just that what happens if they have a kid who's home from school on a certain day and now you're offering them an option, you know, or, oh, you can make it to the studio 2 days a week, but I really recommend that you do this 5 days a week. So here's how you can get your other days.
Yeah, I am looking for a way to catch people at home and knowing that they can't make it for whatever reason. And then I'm also looking for a way to catch people. In the past, we did Pilates, we did bar, for the past like 2.5 years. When I transitioned from Trumbull and we grew out of that space and then acquired the space in Bridgeport, I said, I just can't do this anymore. It's too much. There's too many genres. It's like, it drives you insane. You know, it's like you breathe this way with yoga, you breathe the opposite way with Pilates. And then I got, the Pilates people are different than the Zumba people and I was like, I can't do this. I'm just doing yoga and aerial fitness. And, so I do like the idea that I can bring Pilates back into the studio in that regard with the Beachbody. I can say, all right, you could come, the yoga's here, the BOD. And again, I'll need more help with that once we open, but are able to reopen. But, hey, you can get a full body workout between coming in here and then Beachbody. And then I do like the fitness piece of it, the nutrition piece of it too. I do like that, being able to kind of jump into that more with some of my clients and giving my instructors like a not to say that it will be easy, but like a quicker formula to follow than like, hey, let's all just go randomly get educated in this. Yeah, so I'm excited about it, and I think that it's going to work out really good. So I already have like a nice group of followers, and I just think that they'll really respond to this because I think that the price is right, especially right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you'll be offering your customers more tools and more options. Like
exactly.
you said, you can have a BOD room so that you can actually have an aerial class going on, and somebody else can go in the other room and do something else if they want
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
We also have two very, very powerful nutrition programs that, again, you can offer to your customers to help them get the success that they want with exactly like you said, without needing to go out and become a trained nutritionist. You
exactly.
kind of have that turnkey option to hand to them.
Hmm.
So it sounds like you're thinking right along the right lines. And the only other thing I would suggest in there is I think you're also thinking around the right lines of, number one, being able to offer it to your customers. And by the way, as a yoga studio owner, you're able to retail all of our supplements on site. You
Okay,
can't do that. Store owners can't do that.
okay.
Only health and fitness service providers. So that's you. So you have the unique ability to do that. And your customers can do the at-home delivery
Hmm.
as well. If they don't want to buy it at your studio, they get that option.
Yep.
And beyond all of that, which is the kind of your offering to your customers, and it sounds like you're already thinking about this, but you also have the ability to build a team,
Hmm.
which would be empowering your instructors to become coaches also. And they can share with the customers that they work with in your business, but also all of their personal contacts too.
Yeah.
So it becomes an extra supplement. And then the other side of that too, though, is that you can also empower your customers to
Yeah,
become
exactly. Yeah.
coaches, and with their communities and their circles, which really opens up. And this is one thing that's usually very exciting for studio owners and gym owners, is that you open up a whole new connection
Mhm.
of empowerment to your customers, but also of a kind of a different kind of a retention. If you have a
Mhm.
customer who becomes a coach and joins your business, but for whatever reason, drops out of the studio, moves across the country, but becomes very successful as a Beachbody coach, they're still connected with you in a
Yeah.
business sense. And so it brings in a whole new layer of retention and a
Mhm.
whole new layer of both instructor and customer empowerment, but also revenue stream for
Mhm.
you as the sort of owner and the organization driver. And that's all stuff that we can go into in more detail with you as we go
Yep.
down the road. But those are some other exciting aspects of this. Uh,
Yeah.
you sort of keep what do they, unpeeling the onion, or
Yeah.
whatever that saying is.
We have a
There's
lot of
a lot of
students
layers.
that they do. They want to be part of the studio, you know, um, I don't want to say this the wrong way because I love them and I don't want it to come out negative. They want to be part of the studio. They don't have the time or maybe the body muscle ability to become aerial teachers, right? They want to feel like they're part of something. We want them to feel like they're part of us, and they want to feel like they are in the know, or this ability to share it. So I feel like some of my students that just do not have the drive or the passion or the time or the ability to put that, it takes a lot to become an aerial teacher. I feel like too, I was thinking about it last night and I'm like, this is a nice way for them to still come in and be like, I'm part of this. I'm part of this team. They could almost still like be part of our team.
Yeah.
And I think people are searching for that too. They're searching for experience, different kinds of gatherings, and whether it's family tradition all the way down to fitness, and they want to belong. And that's a good thing. And we do that. We give that. It's not fake, it's authentic. But I notice in some of my students that frustration because of, like I said, any one of those reasons, and there's probably more reasons I don't know of or whatever, time, money, energy, kids. They love the sport, but they can't put in, and they want to be part of, we call us the fly team, the fly girls, right? And they want to be part of that, but they can't. So I think this is like a nice way that they can come and be part of it on the nutrition level.
Mhm.
And we can name it whatever. I could talk to my girls, and we can name it and stuff, and it's a nice way to pull them in to be like, okay, like, you're maybe not going to be teaching, but you can be part of our nutrition team. And I think that it could be nice for some of our students just to feel like they're part of something, and it's empowering and it's healthy for them. It's not a negative. So I think that I think some of our students will really like that because they're always trying to feel, part of something. And it's just another layer for
Well,
us
and
to,
I think for me, like I'm a social worker, right? So I never thought I could work in the fitness industry. I just knew I loved fitness and that was my thing. It was like the one thing I did every day after work. But you got to get certified, or I had to go to school or become a personal trainer,
that's a lot of
and
commitment.
then there's the whole what trainers get paid. They're not paid what
Yeah,
they're
no,
worth. So there's
no.
that whole internal struggle, and this is
Mhm.
that answer. This is the best
Exactly.
of both worlds, and that's why for me this was that pinch me. Is this a real thing? And what is exactly what you're saying is this is going to hit all of those amazing human beings that just can't, for whatever reason, do those other things, and they could still be a part of it and a part of what we're creating, which is really just trying to end this obesity epidemic and just live
Mhm.
healthy, fulfilling lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, so I think, that's kind of how I'm going to put it out to my students. That's how I'm going to put it out to my people that work for me. And, that's pretty much it, and then, like I said, once we reopen, it would be the products. We would definitely have those on the shelves. And, you know, it's pretty easy. Once we reopen, we're adding a smaller third location in Trumbull. So I don't know about product on the shelves in Shelton, but there would be product on the shelves in with this small spa in Trumbull, and then there'd be product on the shelves in Bridgeport. So, so we could talk about that more. And then I can talk to my friend that owns a spa and see if she wants to sign up or whatever. But yeah, so I feel like I have some good direction to go in, and I'm just going to look at the packages and pick a package. And I have my own personal health issues. So, like I was telling Monica, I don't know if I could take the product because I'm in a very strict diet due to mast cells and histamine. So I still have to kind of look at what everything is made of. I have a very limited diet, and so I get flare-ups sometimes in the spring because of all of the allergies and the histamine stuff going on in the air. And it was so bad last year. I was actually on baby food for almost 8 weeks because it was one of the worst flare-ups I've ever had. So I have to be very careful. It's not that the products aren't good, because I know people that are on them and stuff, but I just have this very specific health issue that I deal with. But regardless of that, I have my family, so you know, they don't, thank God, have my health issue. None of my kids do. So you know, like my oldest is 18, so she might end up taking the supplements, and then she can be the person, she's a manager at the studio, so she could be the person that kind of goes out and she's like, I take these supplements and they're great, and I'll just be in the corner for that stuff if need be. But I could definitely, you know, be out there with the fitness end of it. And so, but yeah, either way we'll do it all. But I do have some limits that I want to be upfront about of stuff that I can and can't do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have any questions, so I'm gonna read everything over about all the packages. I looked at it quickly last night and I thought, well, let me talk to them all today, and then I'll really look, you know, and then I'll pick something by like Monday because of the weekend. And that's pretty much it. And I'll talk to my oldest and see which package, probably which one she wants to, because she's the one that's going to be using the smoothies and everything. And I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Sounds great. I would I would direct you towards the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack.
Mhm.
And there are
Okay.
some options of what supplements you can add to it, but
Okay.
might as well start with getting your Beachbody On Demand up and running.
Okay.
Because then that's going to get you access to all of the fitness library.
Yep.
We're kind of like Netflix when the brand new ones come out.
Yes.
There's an extra fee to get the VIP access, but otherwise
Okay.
the whole fitness library will be available to you.
Okay.
And there are a couple different supplements that you can mix with that.
Okay.
We even have one for kids.
Okay.
So if there was something that you weren't going to take, there's something called Daily Sunshine,
Perfect.
which is formulated for children, and it's a daily shake for kids.
That's awesome. Yeah, especially right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like in the apocalypse. So, all right, cool. Well,
Coronaopolis.
I know, seriously, I'm losing my mind right now. I'm like, oh my God, it's beautiful out today, though. I mean, I don't know where everybody's located, but today, at least here in Connecticut, it's really nice out. So we all went for a walk. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty, you know, open book, short, sweet, and simple is how I kind of like to keep things.
Great.
So I don't know. I'm good.
Well, you're also a businesswoman, and you're definitely thinking from a business standpoint. And once you're signed up, and it's good that it's Monday, because at least we know till March 31st you'll get 10 rounds added on for free. So that's important, because it's a launch and it's exciting.
Yep.
And it's brand new and it's boxing and it makes you feel amazing. So that would be super fun at your studio, and what people are really excited about right now. And that's what this is all about, bringing excitement. And then Monica could help you create a business plan. Like, what do you do first, second, and third until you open?
Yeah.
There's so much you can do before you even open back up. So
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I was gonna say, so what's next? But I figured I would ask her, since Monica's gonna be my coach.
And sometimes challenges create opportunities. It's actually very interesting, because one of the issues that come up with studio owners sometimes is, how do I get the message out to my people while we're already up and running and doing classes? And this is actually very fortunate, because you're going to get to be able to send a message out, help all of your people get involved and understand the power of it.
Yep.
While you're kind of closed down. And then once you're up and running again, everybody's going to be like, yeah, we already know about all this. We're already doing it.
And that can be very sassy too, because all of these other owners are charging their students 15, 20, 25 a pop still for classes. So I know how to be a sassy business owner too, and run my Instagram stories and be like, what are you doing over there? Come over here. Save some money right now, and it's a better workout. So yeah, and I could talk to Monica more about that next week. Doing my sassy stuff I do, doing business stuff, and we can
just have fun with it. That's what I love about the social media piece. You can just be so creative and have fun, and so
exactly. Yeah,
this is a time to create opportunities for others too, and I know that's important to you.
Yes, it is.
I'm very excited about that. So
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, I sent you most of the different challenge packs. But again, if you'd like to add, so the other thing is, it's very interesting. You did mention bar. So even if we get the newest launch, which is 10 rounds, the boxing one, I would love for you to get the digital version of Bar, just so you have it available and you can guide your people so they can have that transition in between the yoga and Bar. And, you know, I just think that's an important key for your business. But yes, we can, you know, whenever you're ready, I will probably touch base, email you maybe Sunday so we can set up a time if you need for Monday. But other than that, you know, whenever you're ready to run, I'm ready
Let's
to run
plan to
with you.
talk on Monday so that you can walk me through, help me come up with a plan, you know, so we can do that maybe for like an hour. That would be good. Yeah, so that I can kind of get the lay of the land. Usually I like to move really quick, and so I just come up with a plan and then I just go. And that's what I'll do. So I'll only need about an hour, and then I can touch base with you maybe like the end of next week to kind of, you know, the pluses, the minuses, and like the thumbs up, the thumbs down kind of stuff. I like to roll through that really quick, and then you know, the next week you have your goals. I do my goals for next week, and then we just keep push. It's like pushing a boulder up a mountain. That's what we do.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what we do
I
every
have
week.
the energy for that.
Yeah, every week we have our goals at the studio, and but it never ends. You know, it's like the song that never ends. And you have your goal and you get as far as you can, break it into little steps, get as far as you can for the week, and then we kind of come together on Thursday and we're like, what went good, what went bad, okay, where are we at, and then what do we push next week? We rest for a few days, and then Monday, Tuesday we're back at it, and you just keep pushing the boulder up the mountain, and that's it. And then along the way, you know, you have your successes and your failures and stuff. But so yeah, so if we can talk Monday, you can reach out to me Sunday night and tell me, because it is kind of crazy right now, you know, and tell me what works good for you. We'll come together then and figure out what works for both of us for Monday, and that's it. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time, guys. I really appreciate it so much.
Great
I'll talk to
meeting
you guys soon.
Kelly.
Thank you so
Great
much.
weekend. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Everybody.